Well, we're going to talk a little bit today about our big birthday coming up next week, the birthday of the United States of America. We want to predicate it with something that's really interesting that happened. When many of you heard that the United States is going to be hosting the World Cup for soccer, it was kind of like especially in the South where, football reigns supreme. More and more people are now getting involved in soccer, which I think is really great. But one of the big offshoots that came is that soccer fans, are coming and filling stadiums from all over the world, and that's all they're doing is praising the United States.
It's been a delight.
Yeah, take time out and look at it. Some fun things about the group that came from Britain, or it came from Scotland. They completely cleaned out a brewery up there, a bar up there in Boston, because they drank so much of the beer that's up there. But for the most part, they love the United States.
Yeah, and the dressing, the ranch dressing.
Yeah, the ranch dressing. See.
But most of all, what Jack and I loved was they loved everything. They loved the choices. They loved the accommodations.
Mm-hmm.
They compared, like they just said, they're so much better than what we have at home.
Yes.
And yet all we hear is like negative, negative, negative. And like, we've got flaws. Everybody in every country has flaws, but we are still the best country in the world.
Mm-hmm. And people need to realize the fact that when people here visit other countries, that's when things become kind of like, ooh. Just like right now, if you went to France, in Paris, record heat, and how are people getting relief? They're jumping into the canals to get cool. We take so many things for granted in the United States. What we want you to do as viewers, we want you to be able to talk to your children, especially your grandchildren, and make sure they realize, because we take so much for granted. If something happens, like the internet goes out at our house, it's kind of like the world's come to an end. Oh my God, what are we going to do? Well, maybe we could talk to each other. But at least the air conditioning's on. Electricity goes off. So there are so many different things. But this is the birthday.
This is a big event, 250 years, starting out with all the history and how hard we fought for it and how hard we have continued to fight for this country. When we had to do that, we have stepped up, and we have helped so many other countries. And when it comes to voting, when you stop and think that somebody's husband, somebody's child, somebody's brother, somebody's mother, they're women, they have died so that you could go in that voting booth and fill in that little round circle. And we had a 10% voting people came out this last time. I know, but it was 23 before there.
Oh, I know.
If you want the goodness to come back, go vote.
Absolutely.
Go vote.
Do the things
Study
you need
your
to do.
Candidates and vote.
But more importantly, remember, obviously, we're celebrating a wonderful thing right now with the 250th birthday. We have a special guest coming next week, Will Sellers.
Yes.
He's on the Supreme Court for the state of Alabama, very versed into the Declaration of Independence. Read it. See what it's all about. It's a document that we used to guarantee us where we're at today. So it's something we should be very, very proud of, and very much take a part of it as much as we can.
And you're right. Teach your kids and your grandkids.
Absolutely. So enjoy the 4th of July, no matter what you may be doing.
There you go.
And remember that this is your country. Be proud of it. And we'll be right back right after this.